Call of Duty franchise is a well-oiled machine, then Black Ops 3 is the replacement part that keeps the wheels moving into yet another year. It introduces minor changes to an established formula, and in some aspects, this is developer Treyarch near its peak. But in others, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 lacks inspiration. Treyarch has set a high bar with its contributions to the Call of Duty series. But here, with Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it reaches in several different directions with vastly different results. The newest iteration of multiplayer begins on a promising note, as Black Ops 3's specialists cover the screen. These are the soldiers of humanity's future, clad in titanium alloy armor, brandishing multi-million-dollar weapons. They're also Black Ops 3's new layer of customization. You still have the traditional loadout system with 10 slots to spend on weapons, items, and equipment, but specialists add a little more nuance. With these characters, you're forced to choose between a power weapon or special ability, as only one can be equipped at a time. And the dichotomy between these two, as well as the possibilities their uses reveal, leads to some dynamic scenarios from one match to the next. Certain powers work well in specific game types, and can shift momentum when used well. And for the first several hours in Black Ops 3's multiplayer, I explored as many possibilities as I could. But that sense of discovery fades with time. Black Ops 3 grants you access to 4 specialists out of the gate, and subsequent options unlock at a trickle. But there's too much time between them to keep things moving along. And when I'm not learning the intricacies of a new character, Black Ops 3 defaults to a more generic Call of Duty experience. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, Black Ops 3's multiplayer offers some of the best map designs in the franchise. Each arena is a confluence of differing sightlines, hectic clash points, and diverse elevations. The new movement system also creates an action-reaction dynamic. You can wall run into capture points, ground slide out of firefights, and clamber over ledges otherwise out of reach. In short, Black Ops 3 is fluid. It just feels good. But its lack of variety after about 10 hours erases much of the excitement present at the beginning. There's still the proverbial carrot dangling on a string in front of us. It's just smaller this time around.
We lost Alpha.
Slowed him down.
Enemy has Bravo.
That's a kill.
Then there's Black Ops 3's new zombies map, Shadows of Evil. It's pure survival set in a jazzy fictional city, complete with slip space portals and Cthulhu-like monsters. Make no mistake, this new version of zombies is bizarre. It's also fantastic. There's a looming sense of mystery as you decide which doors to unlock next, which weapons prove most effective, and what that glowing green plant even does. The difficulty is high here, but zombies, now more than ever, is a learning experience, and seeing the tangible results of your practice is rewarding. The Undead Horde has also wandered its way into another game mode. It's called Nightmares, and it unlocks once you've beaten the campaign. Basically, Treyarch recycled Black Ops 3's campaign missions, but now with zombies, and a grim voiceover from an unnamed character. And believe it or not, this works. There's a slower pace to the missions here, and in reimagining the story to center around a zombie infection, Treyarch has created something magnitudes better than its vanilla campaign.
You've been made, Hendrix. What's the call?
Now!
Plan B?
Plan B.
In contrast to Nightmares, the original campaign is a chore. It's a boring crawl that wastes no time throwing you into its routine. You're thrust into tidal waves of enemies and funneled through linear pathways on the way to your next objective. There are some deviations from this pattern, but I was already on autopilot by the 5th mission, settled into a continual routine of aim, shoot, reload, repeat. There are fleeting moments when the new cybernetic modifications change the way you play the campaign. These abilities let you control enemy drones, stun human opponents, or set fire to robots' internal systems. The powers would be more impactful though if there wasn't such a lack of enemy variety. By and large, the enemy variants just require a differing number of bullets to take down. And when you're using them on such a repetitive group of targets, who react the same way every time, the abilities lose their novelty. Black Ops 3's narrative doesn't support the campaign in any way either. It tells an incomprehensible story about AI ascendancy and the moral grays of a hyper-connected future, raising intriguing questions but never bothering to answer them. And as it closes, the campaign ends not with a bang, but a whimper. In its undead modes and the first 10 hours of multiplayer, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 excels, but in its campaign, it merely crawls forward. Black Ops 3 doesn't offer anything remarkable to the series, doing just enough to maintain the Call of Duty status quo. The franchise, however slowly, continues its steady march.
You should not be here.
Taylor! Taylor! I want to get out of